Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intriguing developments surrounding one of Port Charles's most enigmatic residents. Brace yourselves for a roller coaster ride through the tumultuous world of Drew Quartermaine. The Enigma of Drew Quartermaine. Drew Quartermaine, once a beacon of integrity and compassion in Port Charles, has undergone a startling metamorphosis that has left fans and fellow characters alike scratching their heads. The once dependable Navy SEAL turned media mogul has been exhibiting behaviors so erratic and uncharacteristic that it's as if he's been possessed by one of the town's notorious villains. A descent into darkness. From making questionable business decisions to alienating his closest allies, Drew's actions have been nothing short of baffling. His once warm demeanor has been replaced by a cold, calculating persona that seems more at home in the shadowy underworld than in the boardrooms of Aurora Media. This dramatic shift has not gone unnoticed, with whispers of concern echoing through the halls of General Hospital and the streets of Port Charles. Medical mystery or masterful deception? As Drew's behavior continues to spiral, speculation runs rampant about the root cause of this personality overhaul. Could there be a medical explanation lurking beneath the surface of this perplexing puzzle? The brain tumor theory. One prevailing theory among fans and armchair diagnosticians is the possibility of a brain tumor. It wouldn't be the first time the soap opera world has employed this plot device to explain a character's dramatic transformation. A tumor pressing on the right area of Drew's brain could potentially explain his sudden penchant for duplicity and disregard for the feelings of others. The prison beating aftermath. Another intriguing possibility harks back to Drew's harrowing experience behind bars. Could the beating he endured in prison have resulted in a traumatic brain injury that's only now manifesting its insidious effects? Such an injury could potentially alter personality, decision-making abilities, and emotional regulation, all areas where Drew seems to be struggling. The road to redemption. While Drew's recent actions have been nothing short of villainous, hope springs eternal in the world of daytime drama. If a medical condition is indeed at the root of his behavior, it opens up a world of storytelling possibilities. Treatment and transformation. Should a diagnosis be forthcoming, viewers could be treated to a compelling storyline of treatment and recovery. Imagine the drama as Drew undergoes risky surgery, with the citizens of Port Charles holding their collective breath. The road to recovery could be paved with heartfelt moments of reconciliation and forgiveness, as the true Drew emerges from the fog of his condition. A battle of wills. Alternatively, we could see Drew struggling against his own mind, fighting to regain control as he becomes aware of his condition. This internal conflict could provide rich material for the actor to showcase his range, as Drew grapples with the consequences of his actions while trying to find his way back to the man he once was. The ripple effect. Drew's transformation hasn't occurred in a vacuum. His actions have sent shockwaves through Port Charles, affecting relationships, businesses, and the very fabric of the community. Fractured relationships. Once solid friendships have been strained to the breaking point. Family ties, particularly with the Quartermaine clan, hang by a thread. If Drew's condition comes to light, will those he's wronged find it in their hearts to forgive? Or will the damage prove irreparable, leaving Drew to face a lonely road to redemption? Business in turmoil. Aurora Media, once a beacon of journalistic integrity under Drew's leadership, now teeters on the brink of ethical bankruptcy. If Drew's actions are revealed to be the result of a medical condition, what will become of the empire he's built? Will his business decisions be scrutinized, potentially leading to legal and financial repercussions that could outlast any recovery? A town divided. As news of Drew's potential condition spreads, Port Charles may find itself divided. Some may rally around him, offering support and understanding. Others, burned by his recent actions, may be less forgiving. This division could spark debates about accountability, forgiveness, and the nature of redemption, themes that resonate deeply in the world of soap operas. The writer's dilemma. The writers of General Hospital face a delicate balancing act. They must craft a story that explains Drew's behavior in a way that's both medically plausible and dramatically satisfying. Moreover, they need to do so without undermining the gravity of his actions or offering too easy a path to redemption. A cautionary tale. Drew's story could serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of mental and neurological health. By exploring the impact of a potential brain injury or tumor on behavior, the show has the opportunity to raise awareness and promote understanding of these complex medical issues. Looking to the future. As we eagerly await the next developments in Drew's story, one thing is certain: the journey ahead promises to be filled with drama, emotion, and perhaps even a medical miracle or two. Will Drew find his way back to the light, or is this dark path his new destiny? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: we'll be watching every twist and turn with bated breath. Next, we will learn about the intriguing developments in the relationship between Carly Spencer and WSB Chief Jack Brennan, which has taken an unexpected turn following recent dramatic events in Port Charles. The Protective Retreat. Jack Brennan, the enigmatic WSB chief with a mysterious past and compelling presence, appears to be creating distance in his budding romance with Carly Spencer. His sudden withdrawal comes at a particularly telling moment, just as their relationship was deepening into something potentially significant. This retreat isn't merely cold feet; it appears to stem from genuine concern following the alarming polonium poisoning incident that nearly claimed Carly's life the morning after their relationship intensified. The timing of Jack's emotional withdrawal speaks volumes about his character. Despite his tough exterior and secretive nature, he seems unwilling to continue placing Carly in danger that might be associated with his position and past. The poisoning incident has clearly rattled him more than he's willing to admit publicly, forcing him to reconsider whether pursuing this relationship is worth the potential cost to Carly's safety and well-being. The unspoken burden of responsibility. For a man in Jack's position, with connections to federal agencies and potentially dangerous elements, the weight of seeing someone he cares for harmed possibly because of their association must be overwhelming. His retreat may represent a form of self-sacrifice rather than rejection, choosing to protect Carly by keeping her at a safe distance from whatever threats lurk in his professional sphere. This protective instinct, while admirable, creates a painful paradox. In attempting to shield Carly from harm, Jack risks causing her emotional distress through his unexplained withdrawal. The complexity of his position makes this situation particularly poignant for viewers who have watched their chemistry develop over recent months. Carly's determined pursuit. Carly Spencer isn't someone who backs down easily from challenges or accepts being sidelined in decisions about her own life. Her character has consistently demonstrated resilience and determination throughout numerous Port Charles crises. Now facing Jack's unexpected retreat, she's preparing to confront him directly about his sudden change of heart. What makes Carly's position particularly compelling is her willingness to pursue this connection despite explicit warnings from trusted friends like Jason Morgan and Anna Devane. These warnings haven't deterred her interest in Jack, suggesting she sees something in him worth fighting for beyond the obvious attraction and chemistry they share. The unheeded warnings. The hospital scene where Anna left Jason to speak with Carly revealed volumes through unspoken communication. Jason's expression clearly conveyed his "I told you so" sentiment, a warning Carly recognized immediately but chose to dismiss. Her resistance to these cautions demonstrates both her independence and perhaps a deeper understanding of Jack that others might not share. Carly's determination to forge ahead with Jack despite nearly losing her life to polonium poisoning the morning after they deepened their relationship speaks to her character's willingness to take risks for potential happiness. This trait has defined her journey throughout Port Charles, sometimes leading to heartbreak but often to profound personal growth. The complicated web of Port Charles relationships. The dynamic between Jack and Carly exists within the broader tapestry of Port Charles relationships and power structures. Jack's position as WSB chief places him at the intersection of law enforcement, intelligence operations, and the town's complicated underworld connections. This professional position creates natural tension with Carly's own complex history and connections. Their potential pairing represents more than just a romantic storyline, it's a collision of two powerful personalities with extensive networks and complicated pasts. The polonium poisoning incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that can arise when such worlds intersect, particularly in a town with Port Charles's history of violence and intrigue. The unseen players. Behind the scenes, questions remain about who orchestrated the poisoning and whether it was specifically targeted at Carly because of her new relationship with Jack. These unseen antagonists represent the broader threats that make Jack's retreat potentially necessary, even as it remains painful for both parties. The involvement of other key Port Charles figures like Jason and Anna adds additional layers to this developing situation. Their warnings suggest knowledge or suspicions about Jack that Carly either doesn't share or chooses to ignore, creating dramatic tension as viewers wonder whose assessment of the situation will ultimately prove correct. The deeper game at play. Jack's mysterious background and connections suggest the possibility that his withdrawal might be part of a more complex strategy. His experience in intelligence work would make him adept at misdirection and long-term planning. Could his apparent retreat be designed to protect Carly while he addresses whatever threat led to the poisoning incident? This possibility adds an intriguing dimension to their storyline. Jack may be playing a deeper game, one that requires temporary sacrifice for longer-term security. If so, his actions represent not abandonment but a different form of care, prioritizing Carly's safety over their immediate happiness. The unresolved questions. The central mystery remains: is Jack genuinely pulling away to protect Carly, or are there other motivations at play? Does he know more about the poisoning than he's revealed? Is there a connection between his past and this recent attack that he hasn't shared with Carly? These questions create compelling narrative tension, leaving viewers to speculate about Jack's true intentions and the future of this potential relationship. The answers may reveal as much about Jack's character as they do about the dangers surrounding him. The inevitable confrontation. As Carly prepares to confront Jack about his withdrawal, viewers can anticipate a powerful exchange between these strong-willed characters. Carly's direct approach will likely force Jack to either reveal more about his concerns or construct a more convincing facade to maintain distance. This confrontation represents a crucial turning point in their storyline. Jack's response will either open the door to deeper connection through honesty or widen the gap between them through continued secrecy. Either way, the emotional stakes are high for both characters. The emotional crossroads. For Carly, this confrontation represents more than just questioning Jack's sudden change of heart. It's about asserting her right to make her own choices about risk and relationships, something she's fought for throughout her time in Port Charles. Her willingness to face potential danger for a chance at happiness with Jack speaks to her character's core values. For Jack, this confrontation forces a difficult choice between protecting Carly through distance or honoring her agency by being truthful about the dangers they face. His response will reveal much about his respect for Carly as an equal partner capable of making her own informed decisions. As this storyline continues to unfold, viewers will discover whether Jack and Carly can find a path forward together despite the dangers that surround them, or if the price of their connection ultimately proves too high for either to pay. Next, we will learn about the intricate web of relationships, dangerous encounters, and life-altering decisions facing our beloved Port Charles residents. The drama continues to unfold with unexpected twists that will leave fans on the edge of their seats as familiar faces return and new connections emerge. Willow's difficult crossroads. Willow Tate Corinthos finds herself at a critical junction in her personal life, facing decisions that could reshape her future. Her mother, Nina Reeves, has made a heartfelt plea for her to reconsider her living arrangements with the controversial politician Drew Quartermaine. The concerned mother didn't stop at mere words. She offered to purchase a home for her daughter, demonstrating the lengths she would go to protect Willow from what she perceives as a dangerous situation. The mother-daughter relationship between Nina and Willow remains delicate and fragile, built on a foundation that took years to establish after their tumultuous past. Should Nina decide to reveal her previous involvement with Drew, she risks destroying the precious bond they've cultivated. This potential sacrifice illustrates Nina's desperate concern for her daughter's well-being, as she weighs whether Willow's safety is worth risking their hard-won relationship. The emotional turmoil Nina experiences manifests in her sleepless nights and private moments of doubt, wondering if she's overstepping boundaries or if her maternal instincts are correctly warning her of impending danger. Her conversations with confidants reveal her inner conflict, the desire to protect without controlling, to guide without manipulating. Drew's mounting problems. Drew Quartermaine's troubles continue to multiply at an alarming rate. With Tracy Quartermaine having successfully removed Martin Gray from the equation, Drew finds himself without legal representation at a crucial moment. The impending press conference looms like a storm cloud on the horizon, threatening to become a public relations catastrophe that could derail both his personal and professional aspirations. The whispers around Port Charles suggest Drew may turn to Marco for legal assistance, a decision that could have far-reaching consequences beyond the courtroom. Drew remains unaware that he's becoming the center of a potential murder mystery, with Ava Jerome's ominous hint that someone could take care of Drew soon enough sending chills through those who overheard her cryptic statement. Meanwhile, Portia Robinson continues to harbor significant concerns about Drew's blackmail activities. Her medical training has made her particularly observant of behavioral changes and ethical breaches, and she struggles with the professional obligation to maintain confidentiality while witnessing potentially harmful actions. Her internal conflict manifests in subtle ways: distracted consultations with patients, late-night research sessions, and cryptic conversations with trusted colleagues. Marco's mysterious connections. The plot thickens around Marco, whose chance encounter with Lucas Jones in Miami appears to have been meticulously orchestrated. General Hospital spoilers strongly suggest that Marco already has established connections to Port Charles that run deeper than initially suspected. The compelling theory emerging among fans points to Marco potentially being the son of Jen Sidwell and Natalia Ramirez, a revelation that would dramatically alter the power dynamics in town. Marco's legal expertise positions him as a valuable asset in the complex web of Port Charles politics and business dealings. His imminent appearance on Sidwell's doorstep suggests a planned reunion rather than a coincidental meeting. The evidence increasingly points to Sidwell having deliberately directed Marco to target Lucas, though the ultimate motivation behind this scheme remains shrouded in mystery. The calculated precision with which Marco has inserted himself into Lucas's life reveals a strategic mind capable of long-term planning and patient execution. His charm and professional credentials serve as the perfect cover for whatever agenda drives his actions, making him all the more dangerous to those unaware of his true intentions. Brad's redemption opportunity. This unfolding situation presents Brad Cooper with an unexpected chance at redemption. After years of questionable choices and moral compromises, Brad could potentially step forward to protect Lucas from whatever scheme Marco and Sidwell have set in motion. Such an act of selfless protection would demonstrate significant character growth and could begin to repair his tarnished reputation among Port Charles residents. For the devoted Brad/Lucas fans who have waited patiently for years, this scenario creates the perfect foundation for a reunion storyline. The dramatic circumstances, Brad coming to Lucas's rescue in a moment of genuine danger, provides the emotional catalyst needed to potentially rekindle their complicated relationship. Their shared history, complete with both beautiful moments and painful betrayals, adds layers of complexity to any potential reconciliation. Brad's internal struggle would make for compelling viewing as he weighs his desire for self-preservation against his lingering feelings for Lucas. His journey toward potential redemption would not come easily, requiring him to confront his past mistakes and demonstrate genuine change through consistent actions rather than empty promises. Valentine's dangerous return. Valentine's return to Port Charles has already created significant ripples, beginning with his tense encounter with Sonny Corinthos. The fugitive's attempt to slip into town unnoticed was quickly thwarted by the vigilant mob boss, creating a potentially explosive confrontation. In a surprising turn of events, Sonny allowed Valentine to leave after receiving valuable information regarding Michael Corinthos' fiery attack, demonstrating once again the complex code by which Sonny operates. The danger surrounding Valentine intensifies in Monday's episode when Jack Brennan points a gun directly at him. This heart-stopping moment leaves viewers wondering whether Brennan will actually pull the trigger or if Valentine's legendary survival skills will once again save him from certain death. The history between these two men contains layers of betrayal and vengeance that fuel their current confrontation. Valentine's return coincides with several other developing storylines, suggesting his presence will serve as a catalyst for major developments across Port Charles.